Well, just want to come out here and chat for a minute. Mainly about three cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. And again, I have to give the webbot CliffHigh props because he said Ripple was going to take off. I mentioned it in advance. Some 2 or 3 for sure of my subscribers made big money on that move, from 2 to 3 cents up to 35, 40 cents. I think the all-time high for Ripple, 40, 41, 42, I'm not sure, somewhere around there, cents. And now, right now, it's bouncing around from the low 20s up to around 30 cents, 32, I think I saw, back down in the 20s. I think yesterday it was like 18 cents for a split second, came back up, whatever. But it's funny because the webbot said once it got up there, it wasn't really gonna do too much more. Whereas Bitcoin went up to 2,800, right? Ethereum 220, 230. Now, what was it? Last night at 2 a.m. I think I saw the chart. It was like 238 new high. So you'll recall, I don't know, was it 3 days ago now? I said the Chinese exchange was going to be opening up the ability to trade Ethereum on the 31st is when they were going to do that, and then another Chinese exchange on the 1st or 2nd, which was today time frame. And I thought that would help push the price up in Ethereum. So I mentioned, maybe sell some of your Bitcoins into Ethereum, ride that up a bit. Well, again, when I did the video, it was 210. It's 238 as of last night. Now it's come down, and matter of fact, a minute ago it was high 220 something, 228 or something. Again, bouncing around that number. But one thing we all have to be prepared for, like the webbot said, as we get into June, there's going to be some movements all over the damn place. And I remember reading some of the keywords. I'm talking about, I think, in the, not the webbot report, but the Bitcoin report that just came out end of last month that I read. I actually didn't read you. We don't read those ones out online. They're 99 bucks from CliffHigh, halfpasthuman.com. That's the only way you can read it. But from time to time, will come out and mention a little piece of something it said. And that's one of the things that talked about. June is going to be a roller coaster. But again, overall, cryptocurrencies, like he said, rising waters lift all boats. Boats being cryptos, as in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple, and maybe one boat looks like it's rising faster than the other, but everybody that's in a boat is going to be happy, right? So anybody that's in cryptocurrencies is going to be happy, but be prepared to stomach some of the big moves. And of course, you don't have to stomach them when they're going up. That's when you're real happy. But when there's a massive sell-off, boom. Sorry about your luck. But don't get nervous. Oh, I should sell. Let me sell before it goes on further. No. Don't just, again, the safest thing I can tell people is to just hang on to them. If you want to play the day trading game, or even a once every couple days, if you will, and you think, okay, well, it was up here, there's probably going to be a new high, it's already down here, you know what, I'm going to take a chance and maybe sell half my coins or something, my cryptos, and see what happens. Oh, it came up 30% over the next 3 days. That was a great move. I'm going to get back in, or I got back in at the low, whatever, and rode it back up. So I had a question about the exchanges, where you can sell these and trade them, that those 2 or 3 people that used Ripple, the advice from the webbot report, basically, when it was like 2 and 3 cents and you made out like a, crypto millionaire, so to speak, made, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 turn into $150,000, $200,000. I know I talked to 2 of you in email right after that, but I got a million emails in there and I don't remember your names, and I'm like, I'm not going to try to search for that conversation because I get at least 50 emails every day, in case you're wondering. So I wanted to ask you guys something about the exchanges you used. Would you mind, either if you have my email me back again, say, hey, it was me with the Ripple thing, or just go to realistnews.net, hit contact, and say it again. You know, yeah, it was me, because I don't know if both of you or three of you commented through email. I think one of you, or maybe two of you, commented that, hey, yeah, that was me, in one of the videos I did. Like when I said Ripple made some people rich, I think it was in that video. But anyways, I just had some questions I want to ask you about the exchanges you guys were using to buy and sell those on, and the performance when you were doing it. If you'll reach out to me, would appreciate it. But yeah, looking good. Again, Veritasium, I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to take off like every one of these other coins, except where you look at some of these, like, you know, Ethereum is now a few years old. Bitcoin is many years old. Dash Coin's not all that old, but I think it's at least two plus years old or so, I think. Somewhere around there. You know, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But when they come out, they're pennies, then they're $1, then they're $2, and it's like, you know, we all think to each other, you know, not to each other, but we all think collectively, man, I would like to hit the ground floor on just one of these damn things. And that's when I told you I'm going to try and do that on Veritasium. And it's already now being sold for 10 to 1 instead of 33 to 1 or whatever the actual ratio was then. So what I paid $6 for when I got them, they're now selling for a tenth of what Ethereum is. So if it's $230, that would be $23. That's a win in my book. You know what I mean? That's a massive win in my book. But there's going to be other coins and initial coin offerings, as they call them, or ICOs. And I got people emailing me, hey, check this one. Here's an ICO. Should we get into? And I'm like, you know, I may not even respond to some of them because I'm getting so many. You guys need to get that report from Cliff if you really want to know what it says. But I'll give you the quick basic summary right now. There's going to be initial coin offerings and new coins or new tokens or whatever. Some may end up panning out, and there's definitely going to be some that don't, and it's going to come out that we thought they actually were, and they were scams. Other ones, you're not even going to get that far, it's clearly a scam. You know, pump and dump. I could create my own JSON-M4 coin and bring everybody in and tell you how good it's going to be, and then dump it. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that anyways, nor would I ever do something like that. But there's going to be people who realize, oh my God, there's so many coins, and every time a new coin comes out, or an ICO, you know, initial coin offering happens, they explode, and that's all I care about, so I want to get in and get out. So you're going to find people pump and dumping something else that they may be interested in, and only because they got in real early, got, you know, 50,000 coins at, you know, a fraction of a penny each, you know, and now it's their job to go out and do interviews or talk to people and try to push this altcoin and tell you why it's great, and then everyone floods into there, and then they sell off and get the hell out. Boy, there's a giant wasp on the side of my car window. I like hearing this tick, 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 tick. What the hell is that noise? The damn thing is so big and heavy, when it hit the window, his feet, tick, tick, tick. What the? Wasp? Or maybe it was his wing hitting it, whatever, but it was loud. So, anyway, just be careful. And again, I'm going to give you the best advice. And my best advice doesn't mean it's going to make you the most profitable. But I can assure you this. It's going to do you real well. Buy and hold the main cryptos. The main two, Bitcoin and Ethereum, end of story. You want to add a third one? I'd say Dashcoin would be my next one. Maybe Zcash, possibly. But again, if you just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and sit back, whether it goes up and then crashes down, oh my God, Bitcoin's $3,500, now it just crashed down to 26. Oh my gosh, should I sell it? No. Just hold on, wait it out, it'll come right back where it left off. Again, we're pushing $2,500 again with Bitcoin, back retracing to 2,800, which I think the Webbot report, the latest one mentioned the Bitcoin report, you know, next stop's going to be 3,400, I think, for Bitcoin. That's not to say it's not going to do some ups and downs on the way. We saw the 500 drop twice. 2,800, $500 drop, boom. Then it was 23, 2,400, boom, another one happened again. Then it retraced all that. So it was like, you know, 1,900, 2,000, 2,100, it's already back up to 2,500. You know, 600 gain already, and it's only been a few days, really, since that's happened. So again, if you just chill with that, you're going to do fine. You're not going to have any issues to worry about. But if you want to play the game, so for example, you say, well, I've already done really well. I'm going to leave, I'll just leave half. I'm just going to leave half of my Bitcoins in there, and when I leave half in there, I'm going to take the other half out and make a, gamble, take a gamble with it. And I'm going to, I can see these ups and downs constantly, and I can kind of follow this line, and I'm going to take a chance that I think, right around, I don't know, 3,300, I may get out of Bitcoin and see if it falls. And if I get lucky and it goes down $300-400, I'll buy in, even if I don't catch it perfectly and it goes down 600, but I got in at 300 lower. When it goes back up, it'll just be that much more I gain. Again, you can play with it. The overall trend, according to these Webart reports going back 2 years now, and they have not been wrong yet, is that, baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Here's nothing, or here's something that you're never going to forget, and it's these cryptos. You're never going to forget this because of what they're doing. Even if it stopped today, you would probably never in your life forget it. You're not going to believe, tell your grandchildren of these crazy stories of how this thing was pennies and went to $2 and people were bashing it, including myself. Although I wasn't bashing it back then, I really didn't know about it too much back then. But I was bashing it in 2013, saying this is worse than fiat. At least fiat, you got a paper dollar you can put in your pocket and use somewhere. This, if it's on a computer, essentially if the grid goes down, you're never getting anything out of it. There's nothing backing it. It doesn't have any backing of anything like gold or silver. What the hell's going on? But when you see something perform over and over and over again, and there's a need or want for it, you can't ignore it. So I had to do a video later on in 2013 saying, guys, may have been wrong about the whole Bitcoin thing. This is crazy. All I know is it works. People are making money. Doesn't make sense whether it's fiat, worse than fiat or not. It doesn't matter. People are rushing to it. You got to respect that. So I may have to get into this, right? And I talked about that. And sure enough, I ultimately did. And haven't looked back since. So that's all I want to just kind of briefly talk about Friday, just give you a little update of where my head is on this stuff. But again, the Ethereum call that I made, thinking the two exchanges, it did go to 238. That's a new record. That's not bad. But it didn't exactly explode either. Another piece of news, and this is days old now, by the way, but someone sent it to me, and I didn't hear about it until just now when they sent it. The CEO of Coinbase, I'm trying to think, did I mention this in any of my videos last night? Maybe not. The CEO of Coinbase said days ago, about a week ago, we received 40,000 new signups to get in here and get, checked so that they can start trading, get the background check and all that bullcrap they got to do, get verified. 40,000 new people in a freaking day, a single day. That's Coinbase. Coinbase isn't the largest. Kraken takes the top as far as the biggest exchange with the most volume. Kraken's that deal. And I'm thinking, I'm waiting, going on 4 weeks now, and I haven't got tier 3 yet. If Coinbase got 40,000 in a day, how much did Gemini get in a day? How much did Kraken get in a day? How much did Poloniex, or whatever the hell you pronounce that one, get in a day? People are rushing into this. So again, now you can see why the prices for all these coins are just going to go up, 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 up. Because new blood is coming into the game every day. And at a rate of 40,000 in a single day for Coinbase alone? Are you kidding me? There's going to be some massive profit taking. And that's why you're going to see exactly what Krillify's report has said all this time. Biggest crocodile teeth of charts you've ever seen. But the general thing is going to be stair-stepped up, stairs going up, down, but all the way up like a set of stairs. And he said if people get in and play the game smart on these up and down moves, people are going to turn into what I like to call Bitcoin millionaires or crypto millionaires. Because they're going to play it right, and they're going to start off with a tiny bit of money and work their way up and say, I did this myself. I had a couple, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 I put into this. It did this. I made this huge move. It did that. I took that. Took another gamble over here. I got that one right. Turned my $200,000 into $600,000. You're going to hear stories like that. It's coming. There's already stories. I already have 2 or 3 subscribers that I just talked about that had $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 invested in Ripple at 2 to 3 cents. And it shot up to 40 cents. I don't know where they got out specifically, but they got out either in the 30s or right at 39, 40 cents. Changed their lives overnight. It's like winning the lottery, kind of. You'd be happy with it. $3,000 lottery ticket that netted you $200,000, wouldn't you? Or $5,000 turn into 200 or 250. So again, take half of it, try to day trade it or whatever if you want, or just sit back and ride it. You're going to be happy one way or the other. So that's it. Just want to touch base a little bit, and I will see you on the other side of like next week or whatever when we start talking about this stuff again. Take care.